Halo semuanya. Hello everyone. Konban-wulf semua, Konban-wulf. My name is Wulfus Grey. You can just call me Wolf. Namaku Wulfus Grey, cukup panggil Wolf. Aku adalah serigala vtuber yang dari kegelapan yang akan selalu hadir menemani malammu. So I'm playing another Apologies Attorney Trilogy. So for recap, I hope the sound isn't too loud. Let me adjust it first. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, before we play, to recap, it's about 2 weeks, so I apologize if I summarize it wrong. So for recap, on my last stream that I played Apologies is that apparently we are defending Phoenix Strike as Apologies. So Phoenix Wright had been allegedly murdered a victim, and then we are asked to defend him. And the last time we made it through the witness testimony, and we have concluded that there is one person that might be there in the room with the victim, with everyone else, that will be shown in this stream. I have no idea. I have not played the game yet, so it will be a surprise for me too. So yeah, let's continue our playthrough. Wait. Let's go. April 20th, okay. Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Semoga, only recovered? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. Halo, reaction. Ya, kira udah setelah apa? Udah 2 minggu ya. Aku main lagi nih, baru main lagi Apologies. Karena minggu kemarin lumayan banyak collab, jadi aku ubah jadwalku buat collab. Welcome reaction. Gimana kabarnya hari ini? Udah baca belum ya? Ya udah. The defense would like to request that Miss Orly take the stand. Very well. The witness will take the stand. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession. Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser. Whoa. Alhamdulillah baik. Aku juga baik. Tapi Meng apa ya? Meong. Aduh. Klik. Wulfus Serigala bukan meong ya. Meng. Aku baik. Wah anjay, ini jadi kayak pirate gitu. Name's Olga Oli. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. Oh ya, dealer kasino ini anjay. Jadi dealer kasino. People call me Olga. Quick fingers only. Only? Ini kan 6 kucingku ikut nonton. Waduh, banyak banget ya kucing 6. Oh, welcome kucing-kucingnya reaction. Semoga otak kucing-kucingnya udah siap brainstorming ya. Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian. And my last name sounds like, oh really? That's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. Please, pada nggak mau keluar kamar mereka. Iya. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? We may remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Oh shoot. Hold on. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at a Borscht Ball Club several days prior to the night of the game as a waitress. She went in cahoots with the victim. Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles, but winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It's about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. Man, my mouth seems... The plan is simple, elegant really. You see, you set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. Ah, I see. You swap the cards. Ah, yes, apa ya? Apa sih itu namanya? Gaslighting Gaslighting. Exposed as cheater and losing on top of it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. Oh really, Ollie? How droll. But it appears you made quite a mistake. A mistake? I agree, the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card? Hey, that's right. He's lucky, I'll give him that. He'd be slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Ori. Oh, really? The witness would be much curer if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick. What is going on, Judge? Don't flirt with witness. beli game ini berapaan bang? Ini paket sih pas aku beli terakhir berapa ya? 350 sama yang satu lagi tuh yang Phoenix Strike pertama. 350 ada 250 ya, aku lupa. Ini apa sih yang Awful Justice karena masih baru jadi masih tinggi, sekitar 300-an. Nah pas paket mending bundle ya. Ya mending beli bundle sekalian 350 kalau nggak salah. Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad. When you're true being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Main yang versi DS pakai emulator. Oh. Iya, tapi screennya lumayan ini sih kecil. Sama aku nggak tahu sih sebenarnya versi yang PC ini ada tambahan atau enggak. Soalnya belum pernah main di PC tepatnya. Oh, wala. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. The base laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Reich lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. Wait. Reich lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. If he lost, then why is he being searched? Yang PC itu nggak nambah DLC, jadi di game kedua sama ketiga udah ada special case-nya. Oh, ini apa? Ya, yang DS ada ini ya. Ya, ada tambah-tambahan gitu kayak DLC. Di PC langsung ada ya case-nya. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Reich picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good, cheating defendant. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. Trap was perfect, I tell you, perfect. That rotten cheater had messed that up. Look who's talking. Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witness like that, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Reich, who needs prosecutors? I don't have to say to that. So, let's just press semuanya deh. Ya, press aja deh. This planted card. Which card was it exactly? The trump card. Oh, the 5 of hearts. Okay, that's a new clue, new hint. Let me guess. Mr. Reich was to have switched the 5 with what? So was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. The planted card is 5 of hearts, but switch. Iya, makanya tadi aku nanya juga, kalau kalah, ranknya kalah di game terakhir, kenapa dicari-cari? Ini juga agak aneh sih, apa salah translasi ya? Jadi planted cardnya itu 5 of hearts, tapi Mr. Right was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. Tapi kan nggak ada 5 di sini, maksudnya gimana teh? At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into a rice pocket. When was this? Why, before match, of course, while he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club, we serve borscht and suckers. Remind me never to go there. Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borscht, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken. Nah, ini press. So, everything went according to plan. Exactly. The fifth ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Oh, mungkin gini, apa sih? Jadi iya, full ace itu 3 kartu sama 2 kartu lain yang sama. Apa aja bisa ace, bisa king dan lain-lain. Cuman mungkin ini artinya tuh loss on purpose right-nya. Jadi awalnya di kantongnya ada 5, terus right sengaja ganti. Wih, ini gimana sih? Tadi di play dulu lah. The fifth ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Greg would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. Ya ini bagus sekali main malam-malam ini. Main detektif malam-malam. Apa sih logic game? Playing logic game in the middle of the night is very bold. Yes. There are worse thing to be known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Okay, let's press that. The card disappeared? Yeah, my trump card, 5 of hearts. Lah kok? Sorry. My trump card, the 5 of hearts, gone, without a trace. Zippo. We search every nook and cranny. Oke, ini nggak apa ya sih? Bukan kayak ilusi atau yang nggak terjadi ya. Berarti ini benar terjadi, dicari. So this is really happening, right being searched, and there is no card planted. Even inside his cute little hat, it's a beanie. But the card was nowhere to be found. Is that correct? Never in my long storied career, never has quick fingers only been so readily duped. Thinking about quick fingers orally. The only things that came up is like in sexual manners, so let's skip that. Oh really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts? Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. In the next moment, Rai picked up a bottle and swung it. Wait, is that a little odd? What's odd? They searched Mr. Rai thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well, true. What's the reason? What was that just now? I sensed something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press it a little harder? Press harder. Ya, kan dia ada benar-benar menyembunyikan sesuatu. Miss Orly, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? You... Me? Quick fingers, Orly? What the fuck? The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Oh, of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when the right hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. This is weird vibe I'm getting. That witness, for instance, Miss Orley, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Voila! Touching her neck, was it? Funny. Oh. Whoa, what's going on? Sensation. It's coming into focus. There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Perceive. Gotcha! Miss Oli, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? No, you know, in real life, this wouldn't really happen. Calling out someone wishing or something wouldn't be like immersive or something. So what? One indeed, Justice. I hadn't noticed anything of sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. Memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? This is really unusual, but let's ask the defense. Yeah, don't ever do this in court ever. It's not realistic, really. It never really happened in real life. Calling out someone's twitching, that's not really a case, a fact. Katanya nanti dikejebas sama pengadil. Iya. Yes. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have the evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is sketching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Oli, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an impression on your neck is this. What? Huh. Victim's mid hand. Weapon that left an erasable impression on your neck? On your neck, huh? Wait. So... So the moment the defendant hit the victim. So the defendant right hit the victim and Olga saw it directly and left invisible impression on your neck. What would that be? Grape juice bottle used as a murder weapon. Yeah, murder weapon, that's what I thought too, but something's off, like... Anyway, I don't think we will get punished for this. Yeah, just present that, I guess. Oh. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck, and what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon. Huh. But something doesn't fit. If you were the only witness to the crime... Oh, what would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? That's reaching out too far, man, like... What is he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you. True, but it still doesn't really mean anything, right? Objection. True pain. This is a gross examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness' habits? They're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Iya, setuju sama Pin sih, beneran gak perlu dikasih tahu. Iya nih, terlalu reaching banget ke dalam, nggak jelas. Yet I am knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please, now. beliau proyektor. Bah, fine. Wait. Ini baru nih. He's the only one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. I see now. Okay, I am going to be straightforward. It's this. Why? Because Reich is the only one who called the cops. So how? And he called the cops from the restaurant first floor, which is different from the room the murder was occurred. And yeah, it couldn't be Olga. Olga is lying since she said that didn't let him out of my sight. So yeah, let's present this evidence. Tapi Apollo Justice kalau nggak salah settingnya 2006. Iya kah? Aku lupa juga tadi ada di awal-awal tuh. Oh gitu pas banget. Miss Oli, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. Mereka ngasih tahu tahunnya. Oh iya, 20XX kalau nggak salah. Apa XXX ya? And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of Roche Ball Club himself. Yuck! So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Eek! Secara lore itu 7 tahun setelah game ketiga Phoenix Wright, yaitu 2019. Oh, iya kalau nggak salah ada mention apa Phoenix Wright selesai dan udah berapa tahun gitu jadi setelah selesai jadi defendant apa sih? Attorney. The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. Okay. Stop lying! Stop lying! Lah. You dirty cheat! Check his pockets now! It's gone! The card's gone! You lose! Ow! Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Wright and he hit me. Oh, what the hell? You, some mess of cheating you turned out to be. Eek. When I came to the game, itu kerennya the culprit is always 100 meters away. True. Oh iya sih. Iya ya, aku mikir ada yang di investigation yang dari H-Force itu. Tapi emang beda game sih. When it came to the victim was already dead. Is that it? Yes, the enemy is closer than you think, game. True. the murderer is actually your boogeyman who close to you every time. That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in a league with Smith, I'd be suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. It must have been me who was hit with a bottle and I'm imagining all of this. Tentunya pelakunya Pain, kan gak lucu ya. Jadi Pain cuma jadi batu loncatan doang anjir. Jadi tutorial doang. Sian dari game pertama. It appears our persecution is at its wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir? I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Oli a big fat liar. What? Karena dia nggak bisa ngalahin attorney yang berpengalaman. Iya, true. 3 were in that room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. A motive? Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. The witness got it. Oh, okay, witness. And the denouement of that argument was murder. What? I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. What the hell? What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive, so tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Well, Mr. White? Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. Tau-tau Christoph nih yang jadi culpritnya. Kan gak lucu. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. That's what I'm thinking too. Like Mr. Reich was saying before recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the ones was so apt to swap the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person. Objection! This theory again. Your 4th person doesn't exist. Cakapan adanya Christoph. Aduh. Spoiler. Aku kayaknya tahu deh, pernah lihat tapi udah lupa rupanya gimana. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance of deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal? And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. Whoa, what? Case selanjutnya. Couldn't wait. Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about? Sorry. Oh, what is it? The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red, yet there is one person here in our court who thought that those cards were blue. No way. Is this really it? Gak ada lagi kan? Gak mungkin judge jadi murdernya, jadi corporate-nya. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was? It's not me, I swear. Nah, yaitu buta warna. I thought that as well. Colorblind is the most likely. Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Wait, who is this fourth person? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who is it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? There is no other person. It's obvious. It's really obvious. It's really obvious. There's no other person other than him, as I expected. Ini sepatunya godar karena dia nggak bisa lihat merah. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. I was right. Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look, you can see the colors in this photo. Wait. Single hand. So, oh, what? Jadi yang dimainin merah, kartu merah terus biru. Ada biru yang muncul. Terus kok decknya sendiri biru ya? Aneh juga, baru ngeh. So the deck is blue, like look at the top left. While the cards playing are red. It's weird. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue... Wait. It was well before this evidence came to light. Let's see. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that. A game, in a pure sense. A competition, Your Honor. Competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Ooh, burn. That's the hint there. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Holy shit. I don't remember any of this. I'm just looking at the there's nobody else than him. and completely forget about that dialogue line. Well, Christoph? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? Hmm? No, nothing. Excuse me. It was just so sudden. Right? You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Krista. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. Objection! This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder. I assure you, I am quite safe. What possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met. Well, what if they have? Huh? There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night, before the game started. What are you suggesting? Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify. Objection by Christoph. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin? Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before that game of poker be related? That smile, that freaking smile. Smile of an innocent guy, huh? See if that smile lasts long. Christoph. I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. I explained before. The defense believe that it's only... Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Mr. Justice? The matter of Mr. Reich's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Good. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Reich's testimony? Of course! This was Mr. Reich said. He was planning this all along, and intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Reich testify to the court. It too, Justice? You would betray me, your teacher? Then why you're acting so suspicious? What is this, Gavin? Why are you being... like, mad? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. This is about the truth. We're all seeking truth. BTW, aku main solo game barunya mencari kebenaran anjir, searching for truth. Persona 4 sama ini. My solo games are actually revolve around searching for the truth. Since I play Persona 4 Golden and this game is Ace Attorney, and that's crazy fun fact, you know. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Reich, will take the stand, please. Mystery game over. True. Aku suka sih game-game yang misteri. VN kalau nggak ada misterinya, bosen. Wah, aku pengen tuh main ini juga, apa namanya? 999. Tahu nggak tuh? 9 live, 9%, 9 door apa? Aku lupa. Itu Mystery VN plus Puzzle Escape Room. Wah, bagus banget itu. Ya, aku udah pernah main, udah ini. Gimana ya mainnya kalau nggak spoiler nanti. Pengen main lagi jadinya. Itu ada juga di PC portnya, jadi aku juga udah beli juga, udah lama. Mungkin nanti aku pikir-pikir dulu deh. Soalnya aku mau main JRPG juga, tapi belum sempat. That evening, Gustav and I had dinner. We sat at a table in his photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Gustav left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. Wait, so Phoenix called the police to say that this Smith hit Olga? So it's not when the Smith died, right? When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. Self-report here. Self-report. That's when I made another phone call. Wait, what? When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to the defense attorney Gavin. Mr. Gavin, you were at Sports Ball Club the night of the murder? I did with him rather frequently. And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder? Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning on this all along, weren't you? Right. Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth, as I did back then, and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears I was wrong. Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice? So, sir, he's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Gravin versus Mr. Wright. This can end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? True. Appetite before murder. That evening, Christmas and I had dinner. We sat at a table in this photograph. So let's see the table again in this photograph, right? Oh wait. Check dulu. Nothing out of the ordinary of the table. Okay, let's see. This is Sadie Smith walk in 5 minutes after Christoph left. Let's just press first. Tidak ada yang pernah normal di game ini. Get on with the plot, Apollo. Oh my god. Ya emang game-game ini nggak selalu ada twistnya. Jadi nggak bakal ada yang normal lah. Ada yang front forward murder, alleged murder. Malam Mas Wulfus. Malam Stain. Selamat datang, welcome. Gimana kabarnya Mas Kak Stain? Gimana kabarnya? Sorry. Aku lagi main Apollo Justice Attorney malam-malam. Mutar otak nih. Wah, mantap nih. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes, he dines with me at the Boys Ball Club quite frequently. Baik, lagi vertigo saja, habis ngumpul tadi. Aku kurang bisa melihat banyak orang. Lagi vertigo. Oh. Ya, sehat-sehat, Kak Stain. Enjoy my stream. We were enjoying a usual dinner at the usual spot as usual. I was eat at the table closest to the piano. I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner? Indeed. The remnants of my meal with Christoph. We dined for 2 hours, then Christoph left. After that, kita press aja sih. We'll just press 5 minutes. So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time. True. Semoga sehat orang yang sedang kurang sehat. Nah, itu. Ya, sehat-sehat semuanya. Jangan kalau capek tidur aja gitu, silahkan istirahat. Jangan dipaksakan. That would have been a fateful encounter to be sure. Hehehe. What the hell? Oh, Mr. Right. What was it you said? Christoph Gavin and Shady Smith may have met. I believe I did say that. Here I was all nervous about this meeting. And now we hear they just passed in the hall. That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. Oh, it would be. If that were all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Wright. Where are you hiding this time? Ya, namanya sangat shady. Shady Smith anjay namanya. Come on, Mr. Wright. Where are you hiding this time? When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. About this failed trap. Wait, what? Oh yeah. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Oli mentioned. Then a simple, elegant really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Rex's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Rex. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. Kali ini bukan yang namanya Shady yang ngelakuin, bukan kayak prank Shawit. Prank Shawit. You swap the cards. Okay, just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Little flashback. Yes, a harmless prank, in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. The card she planted. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Dasar pria sahwit. wait. Dispose? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I showed the card inside the bottle. Threw the card inside the bottle? Wait. Threw the card inside a bottle? I think bottle of grape juice. The murder weapon? Yes. I roll it up and shove it in. The cold glass makes it hard to see. Really? Yuk kita lihat. Hell nah. Nggak kelihatan aja. Nothing's here. Hello Bang Wolf. Hello Bang Steve. Bang New Steve. Welcome. Aku lagi main Attorney. Mutar otak malam-malam. Emang agak aneh ini Serigala satu ini. Welcome Bang Steve. Gimana kabarnya hari ini? Yes, I rolled it and shoved it in. The corner make it hard to see. Battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like a terrific drama. A card inside the murder weapon? That's strange. My favorite series game saya bang. Oh, kamu suka main ini juga Bang Steve? Attorney. Udah apa? Udah main semuanya kah? Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. Why is it updated now? No, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Hey, it's completely empty. Oh, alah. Maybe someone take it then? Semua yes tamat rasanya nggak. Maksudnya gimana tuh? Udah tamat ya berarti ya semuanya. Coba. This will work. The poker head of courtroom number 3 approve of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information. Main semua series tapi nggak tamat semua. Oh alah. Ya emang asik-asik sih apa. Nggak terlalu continuous gitu gamenya, jadi bisa main dari mana aja kayak Persona juga. Ini kan nggak ada kayak story gitu. Case-nya tuh beda-beda juga, paling ada mention sini dikit, sini sana gitu dikit. Aing cuman belum tamat investigations. Ya tuh aku juga belum mainin yang Miles Edgeworth. Tuh kelihatannya seru tuh, kayak apa? Ya malah jadi kayak Sherlock Holmes gitu, nyari-nyari clue segala macem, terus ada apanya, connect the dots gitu, jadi kayak detektif beneran. Tapi kalau The Great Ace Attorney saya udah tamat. Great Ace Attorney, bentar. Ada tuh satu game yang belum saya mainin juga. Aku mainin juga Ace Attorney. Oh iya, yang Great Ace Attorney ya. Aku belum main sama sekali ini soalnya beda karakternya. Ini yang di 3DS juga, jadi belum main. Yang game itu Great Ace Attorney, orangnya beda soalnya. The Great Ace Attorney bagus banget sih main versi Switch-nya. Oh berarti next-nya bisa main ke situ tuh. Aku. Tapi masih 500 terakhir berapa ya? Diskonnya tuh aku lupa. Iya, Japanese only. Ya seru sekali Bang Wulf harus main. Iya mau aku mau main nanti kalau ada diskon. Entah di stream atau off stream. Mungkin sih off stream sih soalnya gimana ya? Mungkin agak lama, nanti bakal lama tapi nggak tahu sih, coba lihat aja. Soalnya aku ada planning buat main JRPG gitu. Sama mungkin yang versi retronya. Aku seneng banget apa JRPG juga mau main. 100% recommended. Noted. Di second bahasa Jepang 300-an. Oh wala. Iya. Iya, aku tuh sepertinya butuh game yang high cortisol juga. Tapi bukan kompe. Aku nggak seneng sih main game kompe. Streaming game kompe. Takutnya aku kayak gimana gitu. Rage quit atau gimana bisa jadi. Jadi maunya yang game kayak hack and slash gitulah. JRPG atau turn based juga bisa kayak Persona 4 atau yang lain. I discovered the trap. Let's press this. Why in the bottle? I perceive my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew what was coming. Oh, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. Didn't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. Omori turn based. Oh, Omori. Tapi kan Omori lebih ke ini ya. Omori nggak ya kayak RPG maker gitu. Aku maunya yang JRPG kayak contohnya yang aku mau mainin itu ini apa sih? Trials of Win apa ya? Trial apa itu yang ada 1, 2, 3, 4 itu? Udah lama nggak main jadi pengen main itu. Atau kalau retro sih kalau kalian tahu Mana Kimia tuh. Aku mau main. Mana Kimia seru. Bukan trial game itu yang JRPG itu loh. Trial of apa ya? Trial of nggak diskon lagi, nggak bisa. Namanya trial ya? Jadi itu udah lupa. Tales, oke. Tales of bukan Tales juga. Ya itu deh nanti gue kasih tahu. Tapi mungkin aku mau main Mana Kimia sih kalau tahu. Oh ya. Ini langsung aja sih. Dispose in quarter bottle we present. Iya nanti kepikiran. Nih langsung resign aja nih. Oh, jangan lupa bisa juga. Jangan lupa, udah ini sih. Aku belum pernah main game tapi udah nonton anime-animenya, jadi mungkin ada agak spoiler. Harusnya aku ada. Aku nggak lupa banget ya. Bentar ya. Neko parah. Itu nggak bisa di stream, Neko parah. Hati-hati. Neko parah teh. Parah banget. Neko parah gitu-gitu seriesnya banyak anjir. What the hell? Bentar ya. Oke, itulah. Mr. Reich, if I may. Yes. I examined the bottle and I don't see any card in there. No. What? Mr. Reich? Surely, isn't all you have to say for yourself? Iya, lagi banyak banget sampai ada game mobile-nya. Ada game mobile-nya? Aku baru tahu ada game mobile-nya. Neko parah. I can say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in the bottle, however. Huh? Christoph having a little bit of meltdown here. Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Ooh, and sixth person could have helped. Mr. Gavin, Mr. Ray is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. I won't have you disparaging or investigating either. We look inside that bottle, there was nothing. So what's going on? Beliau mulai gila. Beliau mulai gaslighting juga anjir. Is Mr. Reich hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh. Push him harder, Justice. Break him? Bro, he's your defendant. What is this? Namanya udah umur. Aku nggak tahu sih umurnya berapa. Di sini ada nggak sih? Sush. 32 cuy. Even still 32, 32. Lebih muda dari Reich juga. Mungkin kayak rifle kali ya. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. Why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore? True. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner with, yes, ini udahan. Yaudah. The girl was knockout cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I'll have to call the police. Let's press that. You made a call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at that time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. Doesn't seem right I could leave the injured waitress alone. True. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. Does Olga then conscious when you return? Prima is already dead. Yes. I'll admit I was a little startled when I walked in. A little? He was bleeding from his forehead after all. Guess I'd be startled too if I walk in on a scene like that. True. That's when I made another phone call to the defense attorney Gavin. Press. Can you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Christoph Law Office would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. True. True. People always try to ask their friends for maybe a friend rate. Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Christoph. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you don't have to do. He's lying. Expose it, now. Yes, sir. I have to think. What's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with his testimony? Truth has to be in there somewhere. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Sadie Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. Is he out of the trap? During the game, and dispose of the card in the bottle. I thought he said before the game, but I couldn't present that evidence. Is something. Oh, aduh, salah pencet. Misinput anjay, misinput. No. Shit, misinput. Asam misinput anjay. Pencet segitiga lagi. Save lah. Save. Okay. Let's try this. Damn, the real salah pencet. Yeah. Christoph and Phoenix having dinner. Didn't know Phoenix was cheating like that. Cheating with whom? With whom? Is there anything in here? I discovered the trap during the game and disposed of the car in the bottle. Is it like need to check it again? Maybe cheating on this BF. Oh, you mean that guy? Apakah orangnya itu? Ada apa lagi sih? Single blow to four. Oh ya. From a cut. This is from a cut, but as you can see in the autopsy report, he died from blunt trauma to the forehead, single blow to forehead, so it wouldn't be a cut. Just present that. What? It's wrong too? What the hell? Huh? Are? Tadi aku ini nggak sih? Cut to the forehead. Blood streaming. It could be these two because blood streaming. Shattering the game and dispose of the cork in the bottle. So the bottle. I'll try one more thing. There is something here. Is this it? Wait, what is this? Zoom in. Nope. Mana ya? Bisa di... Ya, ada fingerprint. There's a fingerprint there. There's something here. There has to be something. What was it? Tadi bukan ini di itu full house. Masa ini ada sesuatu sih? Nggak ada. Oh, tadi salah present ya? Gimana sih? Coba aku present yang lain. Oh alah, gimana ini? I don't see anything. He was the shit. Mana ya? Wait, present the phone again. Maybe. Ini bisa ya. Apa ya? Apa ya? Phone call. We sat at the table in this photograph. Salah. Sat in the table. So there is bread, borscht. Ada apa-apa sih? Iya, coba ini lagi. Udah. Kok aku jadi bingung sendiri sih? Tadi aku present ini. Aduh, salah bener lagi. Ya. Apa ya? So, kartunya hilang, tapi nggak ada yang baru. Apa ada yang baru di situ? Ada yang baru di sini. Decisive contradiction must view decisive evidence. Bentar. Ini jadi nge-cheese gini ya. Maaf ya. Soalnya agak aneh sih. Udah present ini tapi salah. Ya, aku present lagi ya. Iya kan salah. Yeah, masih on the wrong track. What the hell is this? Aduh, nggak salah pencet mulu. Kukira untuk balik ke kiri itu L1, tapi L1 nge-press terus jadinya. Maybe present up. Ish ya. Biar cepet lah. Testimoni ketiga kalau nggak salah. Iya, tadi udah. Udah present. Udah present botol Udah present botol. Tadi udah present botol. Present botol lagi sih. Apa sih yang miss? Ini salah. Ini juga salah. He was dead, blood streaming from a cut to his forehead. Aku present ini salah, ini salah. Sesuatu yang di sini. Coba deh. Oh. Iya, benar. Tapi aku benar nggak tahu ini di fotonya kapan. Oh, wait. Oke. Jadi awalnya dia emang nggak punya topi. Terus di frame foto kedua mungkin polisinya sendiri yang remove his head, then this photo exists. Oke, ngerti. Aku juga udah kepikiran gitu sih. Kenapa bisa ngeliat tuh? Atau mungkin yang aku presentasiin itu darahnya bercocoran gitu. Tapi di sini nggak ada cocoran. Tapi tahu deh. Oke. This work, if I may, yes. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice. Next time you point out a consistency, put a little more oomph into it. Mr. Ward, can you explain this to the court? I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Eh? Eh? You? You put the hat on that dead man's head? That's an okay thing to do. That's actually a nice thing to do. A gentleman thing to do. See, for someone wearing a hat, when they don't want to be seen, you know, like that kind of thing. Usually movies has kind of niche like that. Dia formulator nih ya, kenapa dia temper with crime scene. Betul sih, betul. Tapi kalau sebagai gentleman gitu, ngeliat orang mati, wah, tutup mukanya pakai topi sih. Biar kayak nge-respect lah gitu, respect. Nah, nih mungkin dijelasin. We were through our entire poker game. After calling police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view, shining bright, just like in his photograph. And I picked his head up off the floor and put it on his head. Whoa, why did you do a thing like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So, Miss Orly didn't see it? It being the victim's, his head? I think not. She was out cold. Oh, okay, Miss Orly still out cold when, Phoenix back after calling cops, okay. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Is it no, Gavin? Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin? This witness testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm getting to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christoph. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Walah, berantem dua-duanya. Why are they fighting, man? Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason? That reason is right here. Your cell phone? That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. Recorded our conversation, huh? What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Christoph, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. Sorry. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone shinapate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that? Wait. How did Christoph know about the victim's, like maybe personality? He stated that, flawless bone shinapate. Curious are you, Gavin? Bone shinapate? Oh. A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but pate. Pate or pate? I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. Sorry. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Wait guys, maybe I take a drink first. Oh yeah, ngomongin. Yosh. Okay. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club? Most certainly. Then how did he know? True, how did he know? When did he see this bone shinapate? Oh, that's right. Yes, that was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court? Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason? The reason why you put the victim's head back on? Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it? Phoenix, right? Ooh, the battle of the century? Maybe? Order, I will have order. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony? Well, as the prosecutor, Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take a stand for cross-examination. Are we okay on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well. This will be the final recess for the day. Holy shit, there is 3 parts in this. Ini 3 part anjay. 3 kali bolak-balik. Save dulu lah. Oh, alah. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge chamber. Would have thought the day would turn out like this. May I? Oh. Huh? What? Hello, sir. Please, pick a card. What's all this about? Jujur ini lama sih buat iya bener. Yang game pertama Phoenix Strike tuh sekali aja apa ya langsung clear gitu sekali satu chord gitu. Ini sampai 3 kali ya. Setengah jam doang ya. Udah lama sih nggak main. Ya itu cepet sih. Tutup poin witness. Terus ya itu dianya. Aduh spoiler tapi nggak apa-apa sih harusnya. What's all this about? Is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it. A trump card? The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all. Who is this lady? Who is that little lady? Curious. Siapa ya itu? An ace. Where do I remember that card from? Mrs. Smith's hand has 3 aces and Mr. Wright's 2. It is 5 aces in all. It is true, I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating. I swear to you. The missing 5th ace. With blood on top of it. Obviously, Apollo, what are you thinking? It is blood. You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. Oh, siapa tuh? Who is this lady's father? Apa udah spoil ya kemarin ya? Terakhir. This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding truth. Siapa ya? Who is this mysterious, lady? I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl? I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. Oh, belum diceritain juga kayaknya. Bloody ace added to court record. April, blah blah blah. Court will now reconvene. Wait, save the road. Defense Attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take a stand? Whoa! Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. The witness state his name and occupation. Is this force necessary, Your Honor? Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom. True. Fine, I'll play along. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's head? By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald. Farel, meow. Halo Bang Farel, selamat malam. Selamat datang, welcome to my stream. Gimana kabarnya Bang Farel? Malam-malam. Aku lagi main as Attorney Justice nih. Emang agak lain sih aku main game yang muter otak malam-malam. Emang agak aneh sih. You nggak sleep kah? Belum, aku biasanya sleep jam malam jam 2 bisa sampai jam 3. Jadi ini kayak apa sih, refreshing sih menurutku. Jadi aku selalu kalau stream solo selalu jam seginian. Baik-baik. Oh, alhamdulillah kalau baik-baik saja Bang Farel. Sedikit, okay. Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it. Gila banget, refreshing katanya. Refreshing main ini ya, game yang muter otak ya. Ya ini menurut aku game chill sih, game chill. Jadi aman-aman aja. Ini refreshing. Aku kalau main game lain kayak game kompe, wah aku bisa makin stres tidur ya tuh. Bro nocturnal. Iya, aku nocturnal. Ya, aku kan serigala dari kegelapan, jadi emang nocturnal. Itulah Wulfus Grey. What the hell? What is Bro doing? Bro thought he is defense attorney again. What the hell is this? I won't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin. Aing serigala ngantukan. Bang Farel. Serigala ngantukan. Tapi perasaan kemarin-kemarin masih main tuh jam berapa ya? Kulihat apa ditinggal ya main Tasbar Hero. Aman-aman aja. Bukan kucing, aku bukan kucing. Aku nggak ada whiskernya tuh, nggak ada apa sih bahasa Indonesianya tuh di kucing. I have no whiskers. I'm not a kucing, I'm wolf. Kok tukeran? Iya makanya. Tiba-tiba Phoenix Wright ada di sini anjay. Mr. Wright? Kumis kucing. Ya kumis kucing sih ya. Tasbar rumah aku tinggalin, aku bobo. Oh paham. Masih ini kah? Masih apa? Masih melek aja jam segini Bang Farel? Udah ngantuk kan? What do you think you're doing, right? Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time. That one time being the instant he was hit. True. Oh, when Mr. Wright returned from reporting his crime, the head was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have to have been there in the hideout at the time of the crime. True. Ini udah ngantuk, tadi stream bentar, habis stream break 1 jam terus lanjut kerja. Oh. Aduh. Ya, sehat-sehat lah Bang Farel. Silakan aja kalau mau istirahat. Jangan terlalu malam tidurnya. Jangan terlalu kayak aku. In other words, I must be the real killer, is what you're trying to say. Not bad, Apple. Anjay, posenya berubah. Gavin's pose different now. Mr. Gavin? I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with the court. Ini jadi villain arc real quick anjay. Berubah 180 derajat. He changed 180 for this. Wow, what? Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright. Yet, I'm afraid in current situation I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Wah anjay, posenya udah kayak boss villain. Kemarin habis stream collab kan aku cuman sampai jam 9. Itu karena aku harus kerja, minggunya tumbang. Oh. Iya toh kah. Ya kalau ini silahkan, kalau udah ngantuk mah jangan dipaksakan gitu. Besok masih ada. Very well. Allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night. Finally, you may begin your testimony. Tell us, how were you involved in the events of that fateful night? Okay lah. That fateful night. The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me. So I turned to the club. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. It must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, so I left. That's when the call came from Wright. Oh. So, you witnessed the murder? For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed. Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team? Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client. Ya udah, aku duluan ya. Bye-bye kawan serigala. Bye-bye kawan serigala juga. Bye Bang Farel. Selamat beristirahat Bang Farel. Thank you for coming to my stream ya. Makasih buat hadir. What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand after all. So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window. Mr. Wright? You had to say that because that was the only probable window of opportunity, right, Apollo? Oh. Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial is getting weirder and weirder. True. Okay lah. That fateful night. Yes, after that. The rage I sent in that night troubled me, so I ended in the club. Whatever, just past this. That man, you mean Mr. Smith? He was different from the other customer. His aura, shall we say? I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that. So then, you knew the true nature of your client's job? Of course. But I also knew he was engaged in gambling, which would be illegal. Well, it makes sense that he'd know. They were friends after all. Were friends, huh? Word from my friend, I returned to the club. You see, I fear this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score. I see what happened then. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. Okay. Ini aku pengen lihat sih, benar-benar ada, ini nggak ada window, sini nggak ada window, di sini boleh lah, ini kali ya windownya ya, ini kelihatan gak sih kalau aku ini my cursor, you can see my cursor right? Maybe this was the little window he mentioned. Let's press this first. The little window. You mean the one used to keep watch up the stairs? Kalau tinggi sih tergantung ya, mungkin nanti dibahas juga. Yes, a relic of the ancient past. The black marketeers used it, I believe. And I want you to go through the trouble of peeking in through the window. Would it have been easier to just open the door and go into the room? I didn't want to upset Wright, you see. Upset Mr. Wright? Yes, what if my fears had been unfounded? I'll be walking on their match. Bad form, to say the least. Okay. That makes any sense, true. Must have been right after the murder took place. Hold it. How do you know it was right after the murder? Really, no need to shout, Justice. I was just getting to that part of in my testimony. There it is. The coolest defense in the West we know and love. When you're standing up there in the witness stand, some things never change. I was afraid you'd change too, right? But you haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours. With friends like these, who needs enemies? The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. Banyak juga ini testimoninya. By photo, you mean that is the second paragraph of the crime scene? Precisely. You see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was dead. Then Mr. Wright came along and replaced his head. Can you describe the scene of the crime for us? A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. Press that. I think I know what to present on that statement, but let's press that duluan. Press that first. Those were the only three at the scene of the crime? Yes, as far as I saw at least. And we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could have been? Payne, you shut your mouth. You seem to not thinking at all. Emang bener-bener gak mikir kayaknya lo. Why did you talk to the police? 2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend. Objection. There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime. Justice. I just said I saw no one, not a soul. 0% mikir, 100% yapping. Iya nih emang pain is pain in the air. Pain in the air. But that goes against what Mr. Wright said. Wait. Ah, yes. This mysterious 4th person. Who would conveniently be the real killer? I suppose. Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's head? Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary? Ah, remember Apollo? The card that was swapped out was the 5th ace. The 5th ace, right. True. The question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point to a reason? Yes, I would love to. Because it's immediately this is it, right? Ah, red card. That's the whole reason. A single drop of blood marks the front of the card. Just that. Okay. Yes, I would like to show my evidence. It's now or never. The defense would like to present evidence to court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out. Then go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the 5th ace? It's because of this. A blood. Wait. Ah, okay. I thought it was wrong. I didn't salah. My reason is this. Is that an ace? Why? It's got blood on it, right next to the spade. Awesome. Well, what? Oh, that twitch. This is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why? Could this be the missing 5th ace? Inconceivable. How could you? That twitch on his mouth. What are you doing with that card? Well, that's the thing. Why Mr. Gavin so upset? Yeah, why is you're upset? This might be an evidence that made up, you know? Like, how can you be so upset? You would just act cool, like nothing happened. Like, oh, what's this? Why do you have this kind of evidence like that? It's kind of weird to do that, huh? Is this a fishy card from some fishy girl? Oh, that card. It's mine. That is. I picked it up at the Borscht Ball Club that night after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade after all. Objection. No. Impossible. Unacceptable. The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud. Should have said that with a straight face, bro. A fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who would claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene, the real killer. Jujur kurang suka sama objectionnya Krista tadi. Ya agak aneh gitu ya. Objection. Ya nggak sih? Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason? The reason for the killer to take a card from the scene of the crime. Where are you going with this? Take another look at the photo and at the victim's head. At the moment of the crime, his head fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. True. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards? Okay, where are you going with this, Phoenix? Couldn't a drop of blood have fallen? True, I suppose. The killer then took the card to hide the blood. Regardless, that objection. Regardless, that evidence is non-permissible. Oh, right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. Oh, aku jadi ngikutin suaranya aja. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence? Oh, we can discuss the finer points of our legal system later. What's important right now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene, and now I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see. Objection. This is baseless conjecture. Baseless. Whoa. Oh, it's alright. Oh, I assure you it's quite base. What? It's amazing, really. How a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo? Yes? Try picturing the scene of the crime. In your head. Okay. Wah, anjay 3D. We're going in, boys. 3D style. The murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killer swapped a card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. In the victim's hand? Given this, there is one decisive problem with this scene? Well, what is it? Let's get it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a car, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit. Whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? The victims, the killers, the witness, the second witness. Wait, gimana? Whose position in this diagram? There was a drop of blood on a car. That would be the victim, right? I can say that would be the victim, right? Because if the blood was down on his head, it would go this side, and the cars are in front of the victim, right? So maybe, let's see if that's correct. Oh, it's correct. Save it. Well, isn't the victim's position that's the problem? I don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice. Well, look, the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. You think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him? That's what I thought. Take a look at the photo again. If he bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor, not on the cars. True. Why, that's right. So, what does this mean? Incidentally, we're sitting in swivel chairs. Swivel chairs. Is that kind of chair that can rotate? Is that chair? It look like that kind of chair. Swivel chair. Swivel chairs. Oh man. Apollo, try turning the chair around. How do you do that? Okay. True. The chair was facing the other way. It would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the crime, the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table. When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing? When he came back to the room, the body was facing a scene in this photo. That would mean the killer turned the chair back around. Oh. Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know now the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder. But this creates another significant contradiction. Again? Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we, Apollo? Whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witness, the second witness. Whose location is contradicting? So then the killer would be? Yes, that is true then. The killer would have been here. So it's not been here. Let's present that. The victim was struck from the front, correct? Indeed. Well, wouldn't it be hard for a killer to hit him from the front? Be hard for... true, yes. Sitting where his indicator currently is, I would think it'd be quite hard, yes. Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall? In the middle of a game. I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light. What? There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense actually. Look again at the diagram. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? Try marking on the diagram. What? But there's no room to put on the mark. Where the killer should be, don't worry, let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try and forget about everything else. Wait, what? Hold on. Don't worry, let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the time of the crime. Okay, where would the killer have to be standing and to strike? It would be obvious, right? In this spot. The killer had to be standing, well, here. Objection! Okay. You get points for player, but that's about all you get. I thought I was on to something there too. I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard. Are you claiming the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above? Ha! It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that at the very moment of crime... Wait, I know. At the moment of crime, the cupboard wasn't there. Holy revelation. I mean, that's the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should arrange to examine the cupboard in the hideout immediately. Bailiff, send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard. Your Honor? What? There's one more thing your men should look for. Please give this to the bailiff. Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. I do my best. Holy shit, Mr. Wright has all this figured out. But let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here, which means Apollo, try moving the cupboard. Yeah, sure, the cupboard is moved to there. True. I know. Thank you. As you can see, the cupboard wasn't the problem. At the time of murder, it has to have been as shown here. The killer. Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my, what's this? What is it now? Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. It appears we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact. Huh? Oh dang! Notice something, Apollo? True. A line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness? Which indicator is in this diagram contradicts what? Is this one, Your Honor? The two You can't see through the cupboard, you fool. About this cupboard, are we all okay with assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. Oh, settle. Something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs. Ah, that's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see it. Someone? Like Mr. Gavin. What? What did he say? Oh, this is the coolest defense in the West, losing his cool. Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was... Well, the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor. Order. This is court of law and I will have order. We just now received a word from our investigative team at the Porsche Boat Club. They examined the cupboard and the hideout, Your Honor. Oh? And what did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there is a secret passage behind it. Oh, wow! What? Ah, yes, I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about. I do remember him saying something about that now that he mentions it. The secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings-on. Never know when you need to duck away from the eyes of the law. So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant boat. The underworld bosses could get away from the clubs and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Is borscht like served cold? I thought it was warm. Just like a kill. You see where a line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? Everyone be sweating. I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. True. At the time of murder, the window was blocked and the victim's head was only off his head for a few minutes within Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright returned from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Borscht kalau nggak salah ada yang dingin. Oh. Pengen nyobain jadinya borscht ini. Gimana ya? Di mana ya? Borscht. Aku lihat kayak apa ya? Dari ubi apa? Apa aku salah lihat ya? Ubi ungu, yang ungu gitulah. What's that? Okay. Well, Mr. Gavin, come on, say something. Ya, pakai beat. Beat itu ubi ungu nggak sih? Beat. Aku kadang tahu bahasa Inggrisnya, tahu apanya, tapi kurang nggak tahu bahasa Indonesianya gitu. Beat karbu, walah, karbu. Wulfie, halo Kak Umi, welcome. Kayumi, welcome. Gimana kabarnya malam ini? Belum tidur kah, Kayumi? Ya, aku lagi main Attorney nih, muter otak malam-malam. Sebagai refreshing katanya. Iya, emang agak aneh sih aku ini. Beat sama Ubi Ungu beda. Oh, iya kah? Kamu kenapa belum tidur, Wulfy? Aku main, Kayumi. Aku ini sedang refreshing, bermain, dan streaming. Aku udah buat schedule soalnya. Aku mau stream. Jadi aku main ini Attorney, kayak visual novel, detektif gitulah. Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. I mean, kayak sampai jam segini, wah. Iya, aku memang tidurnya tuh biasanya jam 2, bisa jadi jam 3 juga. Jadi aku daripada nggak ngapa-ngapain, aku mending stream gitu. Mending main. Kalau nggak stream, off stream. Aku emang biasa sih, jadi kalau tidur cepat malah kemungkinan besar ya, malah sering sakit gitu pagi-paginya. Aneh sih, emang aneh. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith, a date with destiny. There he crouched, hidden in a secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. Oh. Eek! Why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help. Miss Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Then, our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside. Then he wheeled his chair around to look, and bam! After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the car. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime. True. Betul sekali. Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor. And the fact that they were all red. That's it. Ya, aku ada sedikit BGM playing in the background. Kedengaran nggak ya? Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin? Mr. Payne? Yeah, yes, Your Honor. The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion. God! Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately. Wait, we going to that conclusion now? Is it really... Well, it's true that Gavin would be somewhere in the room, right? I thought it wasn't done. It isn't done yet. Well, issue a warrant for your arrest immediately. Okay, the objection. Oh no, I need to apologize. I rather enjoy myself. Serigala. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gavin? Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick. Oh, excuse me? The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Roy hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocent here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. Not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney. Illegal evidence? Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin, is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course, this bottle, for instance. The bottle of grape juice Mr. Bright was drinking? How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints, am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
I still seem to recall this being an issue earlier. The court, in this case, demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down, and that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor? See how a coffee squirms to the last? Well, Apollo? Yes. Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still, but I'm sure you can come up with suitable explanation. Just like that. What? Yeah, sure. Like what? Just like what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to gulp? Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. Let's see. Yeah, the fingerprints are Mr. Reich's. So there's no his fingerprints, right? Is there really another? Take another look at the court record. Mana ya? Single blow to the forehead. Nothing here. Nothing here. Ah, I see it. 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 Did anyone else see it too? Yes, it's true, it's true. Let's save this here. I believe you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight. How about you just say the answer in plain words? Yeah, ako namo. It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions indeed. Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Gavin said that the court in this case demand an explanation. Don't worry, justice won't leave until justice is done. True. Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down?
Well. Ayo, apa ya? Udah nemu nih. Apa ya? Kita langsung aja deh. Nih dari foto ini nih. Dari foto ini nih, kenapa nih fingerprintnya bisa upside down? This photo have the clue of why Mr. Right would have his fingerprints on the bottle upside down. So let's present that and let the game tell you why. Present. It's actually easier to show you than to explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor, next to your chair. Excuse me? On the floor? Yes. Now, reach down and pick it up, without getting out of your chair. Ah! See, you never go to pick up the bottle by its neck, with your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor, to the side of his piano bench. That is true. That is what I see. What I saw. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times. Wow, I can't believe it was that simple. Recall our dinner that evening, Crystal. I was drinking my usual juice then too. Basically, you use the bottle on the table to do the deed, but then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano, and you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon. That is true, that is why the card is missing then. The card that Mr. Wright has slipped it inside the bottle. Order. What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin? Anjay. Fascinating. So this is legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection. What is this guy doing? Stop it, bro. You claim that I switched the bottle. Where is your proof? But proof? Well, that's a thought. More baseless conjecture. I'm afraid the bottle of proof is quite empty. Objection. Wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, did you initiate an investigation over the hideout earlier? Do you recall I requested an additional investigation? Ah yes, I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottle from under the piano at the Worsball Club. And here's one of the bottles in questions. What? Are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I would be surprised if any were on that wood, but his. Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such an obvious mistake. True. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything. Say, Apollo, but you can go ahead and examine that bottle. But why? Just humor me. It's alright. That will resolve this case once and for all. What? That's some bottle. Here goes. Oh, I can't save. There you go. That is the bottle. That is the 5 of hearts. There's something inside the bottle. Ah, 5 of hearts. What's this? That car! It can't be. We call that unpleasant moments testimony for a moment. Miss Olga Orly? Yes, a little swindling devoshka. Devoshka. That night, I planted the car like I was supposed to, and Reich lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith so shit. But the planted car was gone. The trap failed. Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one mentioned in this piece of testimony? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of cards. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Dispose where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. The 5 of hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped, and the only one who could have done that was the 4th person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Oh shoot. Oh. Damn, Papa. That is all. That is all, boys. Let's save this first. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little... What the hell? How do you spell that? I'm glad we could have this little titty. That sounds weird. Both languages is weird. Let's skip that. Holy moly. In English language and in Indonesian language, it's crazy. Both have the same meaning, and I'm sure that word is different else, meaning something else, but saying it on stream is really sounded like anything else. Yeay, kelar guys ya. Ya nih kelar nih, sampai habis nih. This is insane. This is insane. What about me? Don't I get to persecute anyone? What is your yapping about, bro? They're all done. I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin? He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now. Lalu sampai improve. Apa tuh maksudnya? Sampai improve. I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he? Not that we know about. Mr. Wright, have you anything to add? I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter. Lu siapa pain? Iya, ini pain, memang pain in the eye. About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession to be sure, and that's all we know about him.
I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch. Christoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer.
Yep, lives up to the name. Mr. Pain in the Air.
He was extremely talented, to be sure.
I needed 2 things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated. This courtroom. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo. Me. True. Oh, is this where this goes in? He goes in. This is a dark time for our legal system. A twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system. We have to set it right. Mr. Wright, our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. Oh, look at the face. This is a new face. We're looking at a new face from Mr. Phoenix, right?
Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. The courts find the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay! Court is adjourned.
Akhirnya, boys. April 20th. Thanks, Apollo. It came true, just like I thought you would. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. It was you who cornered Mr. Geb, the killer. I could have done it by myself. You sensed it too, today, didn't you? Your ability? Ability? Yes. The sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough. Wait, I wonder if it means... Yeah, the twitch. So the moment when I hit the victim, is this true? Of course it's true. Okay, flashback. What was that, Mr. Wright? You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself. The answer, right. The riddle is full of questions without answers. Most of them are about Mr. Gavin. What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in days to come. Huh? Wait, you don't know? You don't know, do you? This locket is the key. Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. There you go. Your daughter, right? Yep. That's right. She's my daughter. Phoenix Wright has a daughter. You know, you're right about this locket. Eh? I took this off his neck the night he died. So that's the thing, what the fuck? Why the necklace on the Smith neck? It looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is... What? This locket really did belong to him? Wait, but that's perjury. You testified. You said that locket was yours. I said no such thing actually, huh? I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's pictures inside. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless, and it's the truth. Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside of it? Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time.
You're still just getting started with your career. Speaking of which, I may be out of job. I work for Gavin Law offices after all. I can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuff. Apollo, yes, how about coming to work for me? Eh? You mean at the Reich & Co. law office? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it. Can't imagine that to be true, but... Wait, you're not a... Oh, I turned in my badge, yes. I'm not an attorney anymore. That incident 7 years ago, that legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man, Phoenix Wright. The case reached its sad conclusion and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts? I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Did you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. Forged evidence? What are you talking about? I think I know what the evidence is. Talking about the evidence that shouldn't have existed, a naughty magician's trick. One piece of evidence struck me as odd. It's true. You seem, well, too perfect. I bet this was the forged evidence. I think so too, if you do. I think this one is forged. For me, this one is forged. This is the bluffing. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright. Yes. That card could have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place, luckily for us. The court carries evidence is fraud. A fraud? How can you be so sure? I think the only person who could claim was fraud would be the one. Oh, true. That's why it's bluffing and pointing finger at the same time. It's really good strategy, to be perfectly honest. Real killer. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago. Then, you really? Yes. I forged this card. One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real. But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney. Who's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo? So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago. None of that matters much now, does it? I punched him. It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office address. Drop in if you like. He's right. Oh, about your uppercut? Try yelling, "Take that," next time. I find it packs a little more punch. And Apollo, thanks for the day. I had a good time. Okay. And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved, and at the time I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day connected by a single thread of logic. I found that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is my story begins. Oh boy, walla walla. 3 hours and the live stream was like 3 hours too. Let's save on the 10 slot. Okay, with the beginning of Apollo journey, and now is the end of my stream this time. Iya, bisa 6 jam karena aku juga voice act semuanya, terus chatting. Ya overall 6 jam kurang lebih. Tapi nggak apa-apa ya. I have a lot of fun. Yo, thanks for the stream. Yeah. So yeah, this is when I would need to stop the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you reaction yang udah hadir. Thank you sekali. Thank you. Ini juga yang udah mampir stopping by and join me. I hope you all enjoy your stay. Yeah, keep yourself healthy, safe, and don't forget to eat, drink, take a break once in a while. Jadi semuanya jangan lupa istirahat karena udah malam. Semoga hari esoknya bisa lebih baik lagi. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day and tomorrow day too. So see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye. お疲れ様でした。